Formula One fans, take a look at this news that is shaking the racing world. Because what I'm about to tell you is not just another Formula One headline. This is a warning coming from inside the paddock, a shift in power behind the scenes, and a glimpse of a 2026 future that has some drivers excited, others worried, and a few teams quietly smiling. If you love Formula One for pure speed, insane cornering, and drivers at the absolute limit, you might not like what you're about to hear. Behind closed doors, drivers are questioning the soul of Formula One. Top engineers are switching sides. And Red Bull's empire is starting to show cracks, while rivals prepare to strike in 2026. This is not speculation. This is coming straight from the mouths of drivers, team principals, and senior F1 leadership. And it all starts with Lance Stroll saying out loud what many drivers are only whispering. Lance Stroll has never been the loudest voice in Formula One, and that's exactly why people listened when he spoke. When talking about the 2026 regulations, Stroll didn't sugarcoat anything. He called the direction of Formula One a little sad, and that single sentence echoed to the paddock. Why? Because 2026 is not just another rule tweak. It's a complete philosophical reset of Formula One. Completely new aerodynamic concepts. Power units split 50-50 between combustion and electric energy, a massive focus on energy management and battery usage. And according to Stroll and many others, that changes everything about how these cars are driven. Stroll didn't stop there. He said exactly what many hardcore fans fear. Everyone agrees it's a little sad that we're going toward 400 kilometers per hour on the straights and half the speed in the corners. As a driver, that's not what you want. That line matters, because Formula One drivers don't dream about managing battery percentages. They dream of throwing a car into a corner with insane downforce, fighting G-forces, and dancing on a limit. Stroll was brutally honest. Managing energy and batteries isn't as exciting as pushing flat out with huge downforce. And here's the key part. He said everyone agrees. Not just him, not just Aston Martin, the entire grid. Before we go any deeper, if you value real Formula One analysis, not clickbait, hit like right now. It tells the algorithm this is the kind of content real fans want, and it helps the channel bring you more exclusive behind the scenes F1 stories like this. Now let's get to the twist. Despite all the criticism, Stroll delivered a reality check that perfectly sums up Formula One. If we're in Melbourne and we're really fast, seeing everyone in the mirrors, it'll be a nice car to drive. Everything is relative. And that explains everything about why Aston Martin is quietly one of the most fascinating teams heading into 2026. Because this is no longer the same Aston Martin. Honda returns as the power unit partner. Adrian Newey leading the technical vision, and now also as team principal. Heavy investment behind the scenes. If anyone can make these controversial regulations work, it might be them. While Aston Martin builds, Red Bull keeps losing experience. The latest blow? Well, Courtney officially joins McLaren as sporting director. This isn't just a hire, this is seismic. Courtney spent 22 years at Red Bull, 15 of those as head of race strategy. He helped build a machine that delivered championships, dominance, and ruthless execution on Sundays. And now, he's in Woking, preparing McLaren for the 2026 reset. He reports directly to Randeep Singh and becomes a central figure in McLaren's sporting operations, exactly when strategy, adaptability, and execution will matter more than ever. Andrea Stella didn't hide how big this is. Will's experience, professionalism, and passion make him the ideal leader as we enter a critical phase of our journey. Translation: McLaren is loading the gun for 2026. And yet, Red Bull refuses to die quietly. Team principal Laurent Mekies reflected on one of the most dramatic comebacks in recent Formula One history. Early 2025, Red Bull looked finished. But after Zandvoort, Max Verstappen did the unthinkable. He erased 102 points from a 104-point deficit and charged back to finish as vice champion. Mekies didn't credit a single superstar. He credited the culture, an exceptional group that never gives up. But here's the tension. That comeback happened while Red Bull lost. Adrian Newey, Jonathan Wheatley, well, Courtney, how long can that resilience last? Especially with 2026 right around the corner. So here we are, drivers saying the cars may lose their soul. Elite strategists switching teams. Red Bull fighting to stay on top. Aston Martin and McLaren quietly positioning themselves for a power grab. 2026 is not just a new era, it's a reckoning. Is Formula One about to sacrifice pure driving for efficiency? Will Red Bull survive this internal drain? And could Aston Martin or McLaren emerge as the true winners of a new era? Drop your opinion in the comments, because this debate is only just beginning.